What's happening, YouTube? Nerdish Geek here, coming at you in the den, and today I want to talk about something that a little bit uptight. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I think I've said that in a previous video. I mean, I'm not all about, just gotta get the latest, gotta get the greatest, gotta have it all. No, that's not me. I'm more casual, if you will. But, I do love video games. I do love playing video games. Do I do it 100 hours a week? No. Probably don't even do it 20 hours a week anymore, but that's neither here nor there. Basically, yesterday, if you were alive, which I'm assuming you were, because if not, then you're a zombie or a ghost. In either case, fucking rad. They had the VGX Awards. And, as you know, that's like the video game award show. They changed the name, Spike changed the name of it. Next Gen Award Show. And they changed it, they're like, oh, let's not do like a live broadcast on Spike TV. Let's do just live streaming, like over Twitch and over, different websites, Viacom channel websites, and over the PlayStation and over the Xbox and the PS4 and the Xbox One. And, did they do it over the Wii? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Because, I don't get the... Anyway, that's another video. So, what happened was they did this award show and they did it differently. They formatted it differently, and basically they just had like a host sitting in a chair, kind of like I am, with a big TV behind him, kind of like I am. Actually, he wasn't sitting. Like in the few clips that I saw, he wasn't. He was standing in front of a big TV. But at any rate, you kind of get the idea, kind of like I am. And he was just dead. Like, he had no excitement to him at all. No emotion, nothing. He was just kind of like, and the nominees are... I was like, what the... Now, the host is supposed to set the mood. They're supposed to set the stage. They're supposed to entertain us. Okay, and this guy just... Joel McHale, or whatever the hell his name is. Get the fuck off. So, I'm watching this. Well, I was watching a few clips. I didn't actually watch any of the live streaming because I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts Friends. Yeah. I'm rather glad that I didn't watch these live streamings because my brains would have seeped out of my freaking head. So, one of the most prominent categories that you can be nominated in and win, I believe, and this is just my opinion, is the Game of the Year. Okay, so we're talking about the absolute best game of 2013. The absolute best out of everything released. This is the top of the list. Okay? So, I'm watching this, and I see the nominees, and I see the winner, and I'm going... So, I go to the website on Spike, the VGX page, which I'll put a link down there for you. You can see the nominees and the winners of each of the categories. And it says, VGX Award Advisory Council members. VGX nominees are determined by the VGX Advisory Council, which is made up of a group of some of the most well-respected video game journalists from media outlets such as Entertainment Weekly, Game Informer. Are you serious? Joystick, goes on and Anyway, then it gives a list of all these people. Now, these people are in charge of... Let me get off that page so I have a little bit more light here. Ah, look at that. You can see me. These people are in charge of deciding who's nominated and deciding who wins. Now, I'm sure some of the criteria is sales, maybe pre-orders, and I'm thinking mostly sales is probably where their determining factor is, but for the love of God, okay, how can you take this group of nominees, like, okay, so for the game of the year, the nominees were BioShock Infinite, Super Mario World 3D, The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Those 5 were the nominees out of every game nominated, or every game released this year. Just those 5. Does anybody else have a problem with this? I mean, granted, I agree. The Last of Us, you know, that should have been on there. I've not played BioShock Infinite. I've not played Super Mario World 3D, but I want to. Oh, do I want to donate to the Nerdish Geek needs a Wii U and Mario 3D. And Tomb Raider. Okay? Tomb Raider looks like a badass game. I haven't played that game. Okay? But it looks like a badass game. I might go out and get that game, because that game looks pretty freaking cool. Just saying. BioShock Infinite, looks alright. I mean, after their acceptance speech for winning out Best Shooter against Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts, which are 2 other games that were released this year that were very highly anticipated and probably some of the most popular games out there that didn't make this list, which... I love me some Mario. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it were me, I'd have pulled this sucker out. I'd been like, yep, Mario wins it. You know what I mean? That would have been me. Mario, Game of the Year. Yep. And that would have pissed some people. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine some of these hardcore freaking gamers? You know, the Xbox fanboys, the PlayStation fanboys that get on there and they're like, ooh, Game of the Year, who won for 2000? Mario? Who the fuck decided this shit? What the... Go over, pick up their fucking console and chuck it out the window because they're pissed. Now, that's what they should do. They should just nominate Mario for everything. Because, again, oh, new video. Stay tuned for that. But, Grand Theft Auto 5 won. So, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the absolute best game of the year of 2013. While I admit that maybe Grand Theft Auto 5 is a good game, which I've heard it isn't, so I haven't even bought it, and I'm probably not going to, unless I find it at a yard sale for like 50 cents, which does happen. It could happen. Hey, I bought, you know, the latest Madden game for like $5 at a pawn shop, so it happens, okay? But I heard that it wasn't that great. I mean, my friend owned it for like less than 48 hours. He went out, bought it, all excited, gets home, puts it in GTA 5, yeah. Less than 48 hours later, he's like, what the is this shit? Like, this, take it out of the fucking system. Puts it back in the fucking box, gets in his car, drives back to GameStop, throws it across the fucking counter. I don't want that anymore. Give me Call of Duty Ghosts. Fuck that freaking Grand Theft Auto crap. Now, that's pretty much what happened, and if he's willing to go through all of that, then I'm pretty sure that I don't want to go out and spend the money on that game because I trust his judgment. And now he has actually brought Call of Duty Ghosts over to my house twice now because, you know, I asked him to bring it over the first time and he was here last night and brought it with him along with a friend and we were playing it. If he brings it to my house and it's a good game, it's a game. He realizes, of course, that my PlayStation don't like to eject games, so you're going to be sticking that in there at your own risk. Okay, just saying. My PlayStation don't let it go. It don't let it go. You know, that's how it works. But he still brought it over twice, slid it into my PlayStation. Not a care in the world. Just like, let's play. Let's play. But he happened to like that game. And I gotta say, out of my own opinion, I think Call of Duty Ghosts is another Call of Duty game. I don't really... I like aspects of it, don't get me wrong, but we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. So COD people, just please don't jump my shit, because I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, Blops Deuce killed the Call of Duty franchise for me. That's all I'm going to say on this. But, what happened was, you know, GTA 5. So these people decided that GTA 5 is the best fucking game of the year. The best fucking one. The big one. The top dog. Fucking big king. Fucking... There it is. Put the fucking crown on that motherfucker because it is the best. Now, I happen to believe that there is a group of gamers out there who are hardcore fucking gamers, okay? I happen to subscribe to YouTube channels of a number of them, okay? I happen to think they would disagree with this. And again, you know, your definition of gamer might vary, okay? Do I consider myself a hardcore gamer? No, I'm not. Am I a gamer? Yeah, I am, but I'm more a casual gamer. Not that I play casual games, mind you, because I play the shooters, I play Resident Evil. You know, I play Super Mario. I love me some Super Mario. I'll play fucking Super Mario all motherfucking day long. But do I run right out and buy the latest new releases of stuff? No, I only did that once. And that was Call of Duty. Blops Deuce. And I gotta tell you, don't even get me going on the fucking Call of Duty franchise right now. But all I'm saying is that I don't do that. Like, I don't have to have the latest and greatest games. My friend, on the other hand, does like to play the latest and greatest games, and once he's played them and he's had his way with them and he's done whatever he's doing, you know, I'll be like, hey, can I borrow that game for a few days? He'll be like, yeah, sure, drop it off, I'll play it. I'm playing it. Do I really want to own this? Alright, take it out, go out and buy it. Now, that's how that works. But, yeah, I don't need to run right out and buy it when it's new, but I do know people on YouTube that I have watched that do. That fucking do. That we're out fucking pre-ordering Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4. Okay, these people are like playing on their Wii U, playing fucking Super Mario. They're like, yeah, dude, midnight release for the PS4, man, I'm gonna fucking be there. And they're on their Wii U playing it. That's a fucking gamer. Okay, that's a gamer. A dude that will play every fucking console there is. And has played every fucking console there is. Knows video games, knows the developers, knows the characters, knows the fucking storylines. Follows them. Infinitely. And doesn't just limit themselves to, you know, Xbox or PlayStation. These fuckers are playing everything. They want all of it. They want to play everything. PC, console, Nintendo. And these people, I am rather freaking sure, these people that do play every conceivable title out there would have a lot to fucking say about this. But unfortunately, these are not the demographic. These are not the people that we're appealing to. Because Grand Theft Auto doesn't appeal to everybody. Okay? It's not a game that, like, you know, everybody, you know, the people that get into, say, you know, Final Fantasy games. Right? Those people that love the Final Fantasy games, which I'm not knocking Final Fantasy, don't get me fucking wrong, I am not knocking Final Fantasy, because, damn, that's some insane stuff. But those people that are just like, oh, Final Fantasy, right? And they're into that, might not be interested in Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. They might not be. Are they? Aren't they? I don't know. Am I that person? No, I'm me. I know what I like. Would I play Final Fantasy and get sick of it and then put in Grand Theft Auto? Well, probably. I can make that leap. You know, shit. Evil can do it, so can I. But the thing of it is it's like, you know, your demographic is the majority. So you take a clump of games. You take 5 games. Like, I'm sure they probably just threw them into a fucking bowl and like, here, pick a game for nomination. You are gonna fucking tell me that out of every goddamn game released this year, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best? That's the best? Do I think it should have been nominated? Yes. It was one of the most highly anticipated games of the year. It was hyped up to no fucking end. Okay? I get it. I get why you nominated it. I mean, that motherfucker made money out the door. I mean, the pre-orders alone. But do I think it's the best? No. By no means. Okay? And I haven't even played it. And you're probably sitting there saying, well, if you haven't played it, how do you know? Because I know that there are far other better games that were released this year. I haven't played Battlefield 4, but I'm sure it's a hell of a lot better than Grand Theft Auto. And the thing of it is again, you appeal to the shooter community. They're the ones that only play Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty. They want those games. Would Grand Theft Auto fall in that category? No. Would they be out buying the latest Final Fantasy game? No, probably not. Because you have certain fanboys or fangirls that like certain games. What about appealing to everybody? Why not take just a neutral game and say, hey, this game was released, it appeals to everybody. And I'm sure there are games out there that appeal to everybody. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on this. But, do I think Call of Duty should have won? No. Do I think Battlefield 4 should have won? No. Do I think The Last of Us should have won? I mean, wouldn't it have made more sense? I mean, The Last of Us was hyped up too. Wouldn't it have made more sense to give it to a game that nobody would have expected? I mean, what are you basing it off from? I mean, I want to know what these frickin' advisors that they put in charge of doing this are basing this off from. Because if you're just going on sales alone, that's pretty shitty. Because not everybody that buys those games like those games. Like, for instance, me, I bought Battlefield 3 back when Battlefield 3 was new. I didn't buy it, like, when it was first released, but it was still new. And I hated it. And I had been told by 101 Xbox users that that was the best freaking shooter game. Because I was like, oh no, I play Call of Duty Black Ops. And this was, you know, pre-Blops Deuce. And I was like, no, I play a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops. And they're like, oh, no. You gotta play Battlefield. Go get Battlefield 3. It's the greatest thing. You're gonna love it, right? So I'm like, oh, alright. I play it on PlayStation, so I can't play with you guys. But I'll go get it for for PS3. And I go out and I buy Battlefield 3. And it's like, I'm playing it and, you know, I might have been spoiled with Call of Duty. And not really giving it its fair chance. But I gotta tell you, you know, we're playing through multiplayer. And it's like, what the is this shit? We hated the game. My friend and I who were playing hated the friggin' game. It just was not entertaining to us. It just didn't keep us interested. It just wasn't that great. Do I think Battlefield 4 is better than Battlefield 3? I don't know. Do I want to run the risk and go out and buy the game and feel the same way about Battlefield 4 as I did Battlefield 3? Not really. Because I had a really bad experience with a game that was hyped up, built up, and everybody said it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it really wasn't, at least to me. Okay, I thought it sucked. And I thought it sucked so bad that it and Modern Warfare 3, which also frickin' sucked, were taken back to frickin' GameStop. You know, get rid of that. And I even paid more for a used copy of Battlefield 3 than I would have if I'd have bought a new copy, because GameStop, the way they screw you over, decided, oh, hey, guess what? We can charge people for online passes to play online. Hey, go us. So it's an extra $9 on top of your frickin' game purchase. Really? So I paid like $3 or $4 more for a used copy than I would have if I'd have just bought it new. I was screwed out the frickin' door. So, don't tell me anything, okay? Because I'm sorry. I'm not a Battlefield follower. I am, however, a Call of Duty follower. Have I played them from the beginning, you know, Modern Warfare 3? Yes. Modern Warfare 2? No. Call of Duty World at War? No. Call of Duty? No. I played Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops Deuce, and I played Ghost. And I'm sorry, Blops Deuce killed it. Every fucking level. So, do I think that Ghost should have won Game of the Year? No. Do I think that Battlefield 4? No. Do I think GTA 5? No. Do I think Mario? Now we're on to something. I would have loved to see Mario win. But that's my opinion, and that's not the majority. So I understand why Mario wouldn't win. But what I don't understand is how in the hell they came up with this. Like, why didn't Tomb Raider win it? Tomb Raider looks like a badass game. A badass game. Bioshock Infinite looks like a badass. Assassin's Creed Black Flag weren't even nominated. What about some Batman games? Throw some fucking Batman games in there. I mean, Batman games are some of the best games out there. Lego Batman is like one of the greatest fucking games ever invented. And that's not just my opinion. I mean, I hear that a lot. Okay? I just don't understand. Anyway, I'm done. So, yeah, if you want to check out the nominees and the winners, links in the description. And, yeah. Enjoy that. If you have any suggestions for games that you think I might enjoy, get down here. Anyway, Nerd Geek here, and signing off again. I'll be back.